Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is dropping in line with expectations all the way down to $100. It did even go down slightly below $100. We've been talking about this for many weeks now. And I had here my target area defined originally where the price would go into with the highest likelihood. It did obviously come into, we had a first touch point here at $130, so a little bit of a bounce off, but that was nothing too crazy, nothing impulsive, not a really strong reaction. Told you in the last few days, and also back then when we hit the 130, that I would certainly expect the price to go even lower, certainly all the way until $100. And I think now that we've hit the $100, I'd be very, very certain to say that we're also going to see the 55. That is the next key support level here on the chart. It's the Fibonacci level, the 0.786 Fib level. We're currently at the 0.618, the most likely Fibonacci level to be, we were at the 0.618, we are at the 0.618, the most likely one at $100, and also psychological level. So yeah, that was very, very likely to hit that, and I prepared you for that. But looking at where Bitcoin is in terms of the price, I'm actually a bit surprised how fast the altcoins now did move down. On the other hand, that is good because it means that the correction will be over faster probably than originally anticipated. So it's going faster. My view was that this correction might be over towards the end of Q1. So we are not even at the end of January, and we're already moving down into target areas. Personally, I said before that the price even could go down to the 0.887 Fib level. Now that would be a $30 Solana. Personally, I didn't find that very likely at the time. I still don't find it very likely, but it's something we need to keep in mind because for many altcoins, I had the target areas set at the 0.887 Fib level as well. It still sounds crazy from a $250 level to come all the way down to $30. That would be absolutely crazy, but nothing is impossible in this market. So that would have been then, or that would be basically, an 88% drop. Well, of course, the 0.887 Fib level. So there you are. But I think we have at the moment enough space to buffer another drop of Bitcoin within this target area. So the 55 level, I think, is certainly one that I find likely now to be reached. I was certain that we're going to reach this target area. Of course, until you get closer in it and see how the price is actually reacting and see where Bitcoin is, it's nearly impossible to narrow it down. But now I think I would actually be surprised if we don't go down to 55, because I find it rather unlikely if we hold the $100 now and go up from here, while Bitcoin is probably going to go down further. But nevertheless, we are in the target area, $100, very likely Fib level to be reached. The 0.618, we did drop below here the 200-day moving average, the 20 and the 50-day, and all of that has been forecasted for way over a month now, that we're going to get into a larger correction here for Solana, and that target area hasn't moved. So I did keep it there, and we still have more scope and more space to move down, not on the daily indicators here. So on the daily RSI, we are way oversold now. Historically, that would be a good price to go in. If you just look at the indicator here, in October 2020 was the last time we were that much oversold. We're even more oversold this time. Oversold pretty much is just here on the RSI, the relative strength index, just a momentum indicator, and it just shows how the momentum is currently pushing further down. So there isn't necessarily more space immediately on the daily, but on the 4-day chart we can see that we are moving down, and the 4-day chart is often the boss of the indicators, I would call it here for crypto. 4-day chart, a very relevant chart. We even here on the RSI on the 4-day chart broke support to the downside. So there is a bit more scope here on the 4-day chart. And if we look on the weekly chart, there is even very similar picture on the weekly chart as well. We broke support here already a while ago, if you want to look at it that way. And the MACD, which is also giving us an idea of the momentum, is just going down in free fall. Told you before, bearish cross on the MACD on the weekly doesn't mean anything positive, and we haven't seen a slowing down of the downtrend since. So to always consider the indicators on the higher time frames as well. Many people don't do it. Many people always look at the daily. I always like to take a look at at least the 4-day and the weekly, possibly even the monthly. And then for many cryptos, we don't have these long chart histories that you have a chance to look at the monthly. But yeah, it's all pointing down further. There's no bullish divergence or anything that could tell us we've seen a low here for now. We now need to see how the price is developing. But the first reaction to that level was not overwhelming bullish. I think people have understood now that we're moving towards a 30k Bitcoin or even lower. And I think it's just this psychological thing that many people expected now. So it might even go a little bit lower than a 30k Bitcoin, which would then certainly lead to, in my view, a $55 Solana. Yes, it would be another 50% drop pretty much here, or a little bit less than that for Solana. But Solana has already lost quite a lot here. And the thing is, that's what I always try to communicate as well. With these Fibonacci levels, they are, the thing is, if you move down in a move up very strongly, and we did that, I mean, last year Solana did impressive things, yeah. It then typically in the first major correction comes down quite a lot as well, because those Fib levels are so much overextended that if you come down, you have to come to these certain Fib levels, and it doesn't care about price. It only cares about what kind of Fib levels are they. The 61.8, the 38.2, the here the 0.21, the 0.887, for example. So all of these are the ones that are normally seen in a larger correction for the crypto market. That's typically that 80 to 90% correction, the 0.887 Fib level, oftentimes reached. And yeah, message here is I also, like with many other cryptos now, started to dollar cost average into Solana. I already started 130 because I see this long term, but my view was that we're probably gonna see lower prices anyway, which we're doing now. And I'm gonna I've got many buy orders still set lower than this. And if you're interested in joining me on Discord and Telegram and the community, then feel free to check out the channel membership. You can find a link in the description. On Discord, you can find a lot of additional information, a lot of additional content, a lot of fun stuff as well, and how I do my research, basically my buy and sell orders. Whenever I buy and sell, I post it there as well, and it's a really great community. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.